worried. They're getting the kill.
We're back.
Well, one of the things about Virtus Pro is, again, they're landing up towards...
Oh, I just need to remove that from TikTok. Apparently, I got a live visibility restriction.
So I wasn't surprised to see them drop early, but I was impressed with the 14 points they were able to accumulate, which begs the question now, how did they change things up? Because the point multiplier was reduced from 2x to 1.6x, right, from last year to this year, but it's still important to get those placement points.
That's one thing I forgot to say was that fight vision, right? There were so many teams that were on that chemical side that we were wondering, like, are they going to switch those POIs? Where are they going to go? Bio, obviously, Gentlemates got cost the crossfire, but for this next game, Alan, I don't know. It's going to be difficult for these teams to come up.
Yeah, I think, here's the other point about it. That's one drop for Group C. They're going to have time to, and if you're Virtus Pro, you say, okay, hey, we're doing good in the early game. Let's just stay alive. You finish top 5.
Joey with a follow. I appreciate you, man.
So
Thank
I don't
you.
think you're sweating if you're Virtus Pro. I'd be a little bit more worried if you're some of the other teams that find themselves in the mix. I mean, there is just a lot of squads.
Hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you following the stream. I got you, man.
In a little bit of trouble early.
I'll be honest. If you're in Group C, you just sat there, you watched 3 games, and then you come in and you're Gentlemates and you get spanked without a single elimination. My head is gone right now. How do I regroup knowing I still have plenty of time? I have 5 more drops left.
Plenty of time. They've got the fan base behind them as well, right? Flying out like, 60 or so people to be out there in the crowd. They might even be out doing, I don't know, Falcons and Twisted Minds for the home team. But that's not the performance that they were looking for. But you said it best, Shift. I mean, it's game 1. Plenty of games for them to go. If you don't mind, I do want to highlight Twisted Minds, though, because they were battling fiercely against Team Vision, and we highlighted Vision off the rip. Obviously, FIFA Kill coming into the mix, and we witnessed a massive battle over on the factory side. Now, one of the things I want to highlight that Twisted Minds did better this game than I think they have ever done in the previous games they played was rotating up from the shore side, from factory up towards prison. Alleviating that pressure from the top prison teams was critical, and they were able to do so in great fashion and therefore take bottom prison, ultimately rotate out. And they were also being gate camped from...
Yeah, bro, I got you with the follow back.
Trying to take them out of tunnel, but they ended up sniffing it out, reading it, and then, of course, they got finished up by Falcons over at control. But for me, that rotation
Honestly, was not expecting to get a ban restriction on TikTok for streaming this, because I don't know.
I was like, I need that little pink brain guy to hang out with me in the studio. No, I love it. Ellen, as we take a look forward here, Group C about to drop back in. Novo Esports is one that we chimed in just a little bit about. That is a squad that I want to put eyes on early in this game. They finished in the top 5 in our first drop for Group C. Expectations going into drop number 2.
I mean, the thing with them too, all of them were alive, right? They were baiting and trading each other so efficiently that going into this next drop, I feel like that's going to be another team that we're going to see on the top. But for Group A, they've obviously Falcons setting the bar really high. If you are at this Group C for this game 5, I think there's just so much pressure on them as yeah, they got that warm-up game out of the way, but they got to come out swinging.
Nova was the 2nd place team. That's great for qualifier points, multiplier points, I should say, but you need to drop some more frags. Is there a way to get the better of Shifty, Biffle, Hisoka on the high ground? Is there a way to have a more coordinated attack? Because it looked like they're a little too slow, and Hisoka made them pay.
I think that's more of like a how do you win a championship conversation, not as much a how do you get out of groups conversation. Because Novo, 2nd place, 14 kills, that's solid. Like, if you can keep that and just consistently find yourself in a final battle versus a team like Hisoka and the rest of the Falcons, they're chilling. Like, you're in a good spot. That is a conversation that is going to have to be had, though, because so far, outside of maybe one drop where Falcons are trying something different, no one's able to beat them at their own game. So that is a really strong point, but I think if you're Novo, expectations are low, you have a 2nd place and a good number of kills, you're chilling right now.
Taylor, there is a look back-to-back. Our FaZe Clan and Twisted Minds, they're both sitting there in Group A. They are down to their last 2 drops. Who do you think finishes higher on the leaderboard at the end of the night?
Twisted Minds, without question. Again, their rotation from Factory Net last game up towards bottom prison into control was wonderful. They were also getting pressured by Biffle from Team Falcons. Team Vision joined into the mix, and they took them both on in great fashion. In fact, even backing Biffle off, who was then forced to go over towards the control side to challenge Inner Circle. For me, Twisted Minds, but FaZe, I'm just going to say it. I'm so impressed with the way they performed today from after I was hearing they were going to be one of the bottom teams.
I got a dark horse watch for you, Chris.
Hit me with it.
CT Gaming.
What?
Currently averaging a 6th place finish. 5th, 3rd, 8th, and 4th in their 4 drops. They just need more kills. They're currently consistent, though.
We'll keep our
Going on,
eyes
everybody.
it.
Hope everyone's having a good day. I had to stop this live stream for a bit, but I'm
an amazing analyst desk, a great breakdown, and ton of great a great first map for some of our Group C teams.
Yeah, no, they had a very, very solid outing, especially Nova.
Yeah, it's crazy. Fanatics is Falcons is we got back-to-back wins right now, and they're in the top position right now. I don't know what's going on with the 100 Thieves, but they need to get it together.
But hey, if they can keep this up, we kind of knew they were the team to beat. Let's not get it twisted. But there are some teams who maybe need to step it up, maybe see what they're doing. They're sort of saying, okay, with scripts, you don't want to kind of mess anything up here. When is the time to test it against Falcons? But now I'm looking like Twisted Minds FaZe Clan. Teams who are looking like they are likely to go through, give them a go, see what you can do.
My hot takes are feeling great. We definitely have some shift outs and FaZe looking good. Let's drop into map number 5 of the day, folks. Number 2 here for Group C. And it looks like things are shifting up quite dramatically as Shifty trying to get into the mix here on Inxion, which means Shifty and I think Biffle have both landed bio just north of this fight that we will continue to see in this group.
I mean, the confidence is overwhelming.
I think it's 73 kills over
at the moment, just dropping in on teams in completely different areas, but squad's already been wiped. We're already losing a team. I think that's Fnatic gone in the blink of an eye. All 3 wiped, Lennon and Co up and kicking.
God dang, they are already out.
Quick. Everybody gone, and that's Fnatic out of the scoring within 20 seconds.
This fight is one of the most important fights we will see for most of the day today and tomorrow, as these 2 teams are in a group stage. But one of the fights off screen is that wipe on Fnatic's team. Shifty and Biffle landed bio. They landed bio.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? I think we're in Game 5 of Warzone right now.
Here's your BOI back. How about you go?
Be sure everyone check out the live.
Incredible work from the Falcons boys to actually just have the wherewithal, and that's to show different tactics that they have on the board, right? They're not just about dropping stronghold, looting up, moving control, doing their route. It's very much that they can throw a different look at every single game and still dominate. But Cams and Coast continue to do well here. Novo with a previous very, very good game, still keeping things alive and kicking here. EXO Esports, we yet to really get going in game number 1. Nearly wiped in game number 2.
I really like this Novo Esports squad, and again, as we had mentioned, the battle for Kim and Bio is an important one, and the control fight.
Yeah, I'll get out of there.
Active. It does look like Novo is not uncontested here. They are contested, and they're winning that contest after a fantastic last map. But Hamoud is going to try to punish it and make me look silly, picking up cams and
oh, they're just absolutely
all of a sudden Novo Esports in the back.
Took them out.
Shots coming out from everyone in EXO Esports. That will be control over towards control center for them, and they will take that all day long. But back over towards the factory, everything was really kicking off towards this side of the map in the previous series. Of course, Arm and Nicole looking to try and get things going. Had a really good game. Number 4 for them. Number 2 for some of the teams coming in now as we go into Group C versus Group A. Having a look across the map though, things settling just a little bit. We can already see a move being made from Falcons over towards Control. Keep an eye on how that's going to be going, but still the fight continues over towards Factory.
Yeah, pretty important piece here is, of course, the continued fight for Factory here with Twisted Minds and Leviathan. But we actually see that I think it was Lennon who does get actually punished from the tower by Rated with AG from on high. That fight continuing. Rated continuing to play spoiler as per the usual. He'd like to pick up a few more kills as we see the Falcons doing what they do best, which is swing over to control and wipe everybody in their path in a 2v3. They pick up Penguin, even the odds, and unfortunately nobody wants to fight Shifty and Biffle in a 2v2. Hamoud tries and gets punished for it.
The problem is everybody else splits, but another team are getting involved here. You can already see Novo on the way again.
Perfect execution from Novo. Another perfect third party. And they lose Havix. Unfortunately, Hamoud trying to go crazy, but Vortex punishes him and says, no, this is our drop spot. And the Falcons continuing to help
see when my optic jersey would be here.
Yeah, Falcons currently at Stronghold. The zone is closing up towards them. They'll have to make a move, and they're going towards the living quarters side. So things could get
I'm waiting on a jersey. I'm also waiting on a shirt.
Things do continue on. Oh, thank you very much. I'll have that free kill. No problem. Scumming. Gonna take that one all day long, and there's been a bit more of a fight over towards headquarters this time. We can see AG are over here, of course, alongside Evo.
Still has not been shipped out.
A couple of decent games. Gonna just continue to get those placements, trying to find the kills. Rated is there to pick up the pieces.
I just want my championship jersey, man.
He is an old man these days.
He is. He's still really dang good at this game, I gotta say. And this fight, an important one here in HQ because it is Ultimate High inside of that tower. You saw Rated picking up a couple in transition. Scummin now playing Ultimate High and punishing one. Here's some footsteps, or maybe just wants a different position. And it is the Falcons, one of the Falcons below him. They're able to pinch on this, picking up Biffle before Shifty can get there. That's the best case scenario. Robstar continues to try to fight this in HQ as Biffle now from behind picks up Rated. They didn't know he was here. I thought they heard footsteps. They allowed Shifty to catch up with him, and now with Rated down, they've got a 2v1 inside of this building. AG entirely on their back foot, have nowhere to go.
I mean, that kind of works out for EVOS, right? They were the ones that wanted headquarters. AG are forced away. Here come the Falcons, and now drop AG. Wiped in the blink of an eye. Everywhere Falcons go at the moment turns to gold. Hisoka trying to get himself over towards the top of Robstar though, so Hisoka's gonna fall. Biffle and Shifty are nice and safe here, but your linchpin, your anchor is then just gone. They're gonna have to reposition here right now. They're not quite as safe as they would like to be.
I can't wait for the analyst to break down that play. I don't know what IGL call it was to give up HQ and push down to Grandma's, but it was the wrong call. Yeah. And Biffle, I guess, predicted it perfectly. Right place at the right time. Trying to take top prison. See if Jawad can maybe play spoiler. Robstar does have an angle on this, so at least info will be gained, and they can definitely trade. Biffle knows he's up here, of course, because Hisoka got cut down. But there is a fight down towards Factory as well we've got to keep our eyes on. Not only is Leviathan still alive, but so is Twisted Minds, and so is Vision, and Robstar, unfortunately, will not be joining them in the Alive category.
Bit of a problem here for Virtus Pro and Genomates. They're kind of having their own battle over towards chemical and engineering. Yeah, okay, they're farming away, but they're not getting big kills. There's not a lot of activity towards the northeast side of the map. Everything's going on over towards headquarters, factory, and of course inside of prison. So maybe a change up and drop as things do continue throughout the rest of today, potentially coming from two of those teams.
And we do see FaZe on our screen. Again, I'm not saying I was right, but they are looking pretty good right now, at least in terms of the first group. You see VP has maintained control for the most part, as it does look like the Frenchman, Gentlemates, coming down from Bio, being pushed out by the zone. They try to get involved here at Chemical, and Noob's kind of by himself.
Oh, that was a bad. He got caught.
Actually, I believe by a PA that he just couldn't get down the stairs fast.
Yeah, he got caught on the steps there.
It does give them a little bit room to work with. Gentlemates should be able to push inside and maybe try to force Sage out of here.
Yeah, again, both these two teams kind of fighting on an island right now. 3 versus 3 consistently going in up against each other, and Enkyo looking for a little bit more. They didn't have the best at first game, but Enkyo already with more kills than his team managed in the previous map themselves. And the pickup is going to be there. Should be able to get the res on Grom as well. This is working out a lot better for Gentlemates, who are having a significantly better game too.
Yeah, a couple quick updates, by the way. Gentlemates, yes, they've taken control of Chemical, but it is, I believe, XO that is completely taking control of control. Here's a quick look at that map. That pink lavender color, 13, that's going to be XO. So they've completely won out on control, and it does look like the Falcons have regained over an HQ and are maintaining position there rather than top prison. It's just a little bit too big right now. So we see a lot of fights happening here in the kill feed and a couple folks getting knocked. Nothing incredibly important necessarily, but player advantages across the board. We'll see if anybody can execute on them.
I think Biffle's the one who has made his way in towards prison from the Falcons side. They're looking to try and get a little bit of purchase now if they can. And it's just a free route for NQ and Co here, right? Gentlemates can quite happily make their way through Industries, have a few kills, plenty of cash, can get things rolling. But the problem for them is going to be height here. I mean, they need to get themselves over towards the prison side. Big fights going on there.
That King out here swimming.
Still lingering around Harbor. A lot of these teams who have been Harbor, Chemical, Bioweapons haven't really been able to get things going. Again, as mentioned, maybe a switch-up could come, but Circles have not came their way.
Yeah, and for the looks of it, I was about to say Twisted Minds on their heels, but no, they are out of here. They are in the lobby. Finally, Leviathan has struck back here in map number 5.
Oh, King's finally gone down.
Consistently battling Leviathan on the upper hand this time around.
Having a look over towards prison as well. Falcons are starting to make some inroads there, but still as we continue over towards Harbor. Right now, if you're Team Vision, you're very much on your own, but you have to make it up the hill. That's going to be the problem. You can see which way the zone's pulling. We'll see where that's going to go. We've got a couple of minutes before things do go that way, but Hello trying to keep things going here. Big fight going on between themselves and Novo, and this is really nice from Gentlemates now. I can hear Enigma getting excited.
It's huge. I mean, obviously 2 EU squads, but right
yeah, there's a team wipe there. They were in a bad position there.
Today. Good grief, a nice wipe there on Novo, who technically, I believe, was top of their pool, their group, after our first game. They fought here in game number 4, so in game 5, Gentlemates on top. They got a lot of kills to work with, but like we just talked talked about we need some multipliers, so we've got another fight on our hands as a team from Control came swinging down towards Ammo Shack.
Yeah, XO are on the way over as the fight over towards Prison continues as well, but here come VP. They've kind of got a good of an overlook here across everybody else. So let's listen in with VP.
Crack on their right, absolutely right. Gonna be a lot of kids in the sky soon. Hold back to you. Okay, I get that done. I'm getting out of the tower to get that.
Come back, come back. It looks free, by the way.
Lower left. Free. I got it done. No resurgence, no resurgence.
Okay.
I have 10k, we don't have enough. I'm gonna grab this money. We have money, we have money. We almost have enough.
We got 14.
We can try, there's a couple crates here. I have it for Yui, I have it for Yui.
Okay.
Hold on, I dropped my money on the buy. I'm coming to you guys.
How much did you drop?
I'm gonna zip back up and show in the tower. Okay, coming. Drop me your money, Eddie, I can buy.
I'm buying.
Okay. So kids low right.
I dropped.
Stop popping, stop popping. Yeah, I'll pop. Guys, I have bounty on you. Matter top prison, one landing in on the right. The courtyard,
Comms seem clean, and well, patience is a virtue. Virtus Pro seem to have plenty of virtues as they continue to be extremely patient around this water tower. Unfortunately, the Falcons, they may not be patient.
That's some
they
good
have
shots.
and they're pushing every equation they can find. They have the ego that
They're full and shifty out here.
Map, and it doesn't really matter. They're not getting punished for it.
I mean, it's just their positioning every single
Got the high
time.
ground, got the view.
Guys at home don't have that luxury, but every single time you can see they just weave their way into the middle, and it is just inevitable every single map. Some teams are going to have to figure out how to do something against this right now because Falcons are starting to run away. Plenty of points to their name. But we have seen some of the teams over towards the bottom side of things after the first map that we've just seen of our second section starting to get things going a little more. But the zone's starting to come in, inviting teams, inviting that pressure, and inviting players, particularly to the killing factory that is Falcons.
Yeah, Virtus Pro was in a pretty decent position, but the Falcons pushed them out and take one. And obviously, I don't think they're getting that player back. Now they're down to one. Donkey down. Sage in trouble by himself. If there's any player that can play his life well, it's Sage. Shifty getting traded out here as Sissoko picks up one, but I think Sage is just going to try to make sure to try to stay alive to top 5. Unfortunately, I think it's Nutrients just out in the middle.
Oh, unfortunate. He tried to get away, but he got team wiped.
Spotted somebody, but Ahsoka picks it up from the back. VP is out of here.
Ain't no way they win again, dude.
Out on the multiplier yet again, not capitalizing on their kills.
And Gentleman's out as well. But the thing is here for Falcons, they've lost a little bit of control over towards the top prison side. They still have members in and around it. Hisoka's able to call somebody back in. So that's
Well, if they win back to back to back, it's just like this game cooked.
In a circle, had a good game number 1, now in complete control of Prison Roof.
Yeah, Prison Roof, a huge boon for them. The big question is which zone pulls off. And yeah, I was going to say, this inner circle team has moved to the inner circle and now on top of Prison as well, kind of trading blows up on top. Prison, Gentlemates do have 2, so we lost 1 inside, but they are playing this extremely slow because they know they don't have the advantage. Falcons the same. They
I also apologize about not being live yesterday.
Is the team on top, inner circle. The other team, though, Team Vision, they're still here. Not hardly a kill to their name, but they're alive, and they've got all 3 breathing.
Oh, they may well just sneak themselves inside the prison. And that's going to be the important thing here. The circle is closing down. Which way is it going to move? This is big for some of the teams moving over towards the other side, and this is nightmare fuel for Team Vision. They've got to get through prison, somehow unscathed, or they may well just go around, starting to make their move, but they have maybe been spotted by some of the members over towards the top side. Orbs having a little look. Bray is up here with them. To be honest, looking towards it, this feels like Inner Circle's getting loose.
Yeah, this is a very tough
I don't know if they're going to win this one.
Huge boon for most. The only team with the advantage is Inner Circle. A fight underneath, though. See what Hollow could do. Gentlemans, they get
They might. They're about to... Oh, no, one went down.
Nobody full wipe now, and FIFA Kill also getting cut down as well. So no one with a massive advantage aside from Inner Circle. They can still maintain position in this zone on the roof. They don't have to get active. We thought Virtus Pro had
Yo, if they win this too, that'd be insane.
Yours. You have to have patience on top zone. Shoot down amongst your enemies.
Yeah, it's 2 players remaining for the side.
I want to know how many wins it'll take for them to just someone not be able to
looking over now towards Inner Circle, still in that prime spot, still have that
even
advantage.
like take that first position from them. Got 3 teams left. Got
really bad spot. It should just collapse here, and now
the ones on the roof are in such a good position. I don't think that Falcons are gonna win
resources you're going to be able to shoot down. Everybody's going to get just pinched into this wide open
Yeah, they're about to
space.
get pinched to
Player
a wide
advantage
open.
is still inner circle. You jump first, you might get shot first. Everyone's trying to stay patient, and as per the usual, the Falcons making a crazy gas rotation. This is what they are known for. They almost categorize this play, and unfortunately getting caught. Bray has rotated early. They've jumped all the way to the shack. A perfect execution. They've lost obs in transition, but they have the only remaining piece of cover on this map. Inner circle are going to be your winners unless they absolutely sell, and they're going to make sure Echo does not stand back up to shoot back.
Yeah, Echo dropped. The Biffle's in a good position to maybe do something here, but into the center circle we go. Just no way they can do anything. Biffle. We will try.
Oh, Biffle is such a one shot. Yeah, there he goes.
Big win coming in for
Bro, that was close. I was gonna say.
Sensational work from them. Positioning was key. Falcons forced up prison, and then the circle took it with both hands.
Still possible to get that win.
A strong map from Inner Circle, man. They played positioning perfectly. The thing that rattles around in my brain, though, 1.6 multiplier is a huge boon. I don't know how many kills they had. I don't think it was all that many. They got to top prison early. They pick up several in transition. They played the final map perfectly, the final zone, and they punished the Falcons. But you got to remember, the Falcons just went first, second, and they slayed out again.
I mean, we can see the points.
Yep, they got second again, dude.
Later, but things are starting to get a little stinky for some of the other
If they
squads.
stay in this like
When you
top
look at the
position every
numbers,
time, get
Falcons
last or
are
either get or get the win and either second to last, there's no way anyone's catching them.
Another high amount of kills. Falcons still the team to beat.
Well, folks, we're going to head to a very short break here in the booth. When we come back, it's going to be the last map for Group A and the third for Group C.
I need to see what the standings are right now. Especially at the halfway. Alright, while we're waiting, we got about 5 minutes till the thing starts. I'll be right back. Alright, I know we still got matches left, but I'm gonna head out. I will be back. I don't know if I'm gonna be back before the matches end, but I should be back before. I should be live tomorrow. So I appreciate everyone that's coming to the live. Hope y'all have a great day and y'all have a good one.